Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Looking at YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and TSLA on the daily and weekly. So YELP hit a higher high, formed a bearish reversal candlestick, and did confirm it. But until we break the higher low pattern, the bulls remain in control. So we still have the middle Bollinger Band support, 41.41. And as long as we form a higher low compared to 40.86, the bulls have a strong uptrend intact. So we did reject from the upper Bollinger Band. It has been acting as resistance for the past couple of weeks. And we're just watching to see the reaction to that middle Bollinger Band, which will be above 41.50 come Monday. And we can see a bearish reversal doji on the weekly time frame. And after 6 green weeks in a row, we could see some pullback. So again, the daily chart's going to let us know if we break this higher low pattern. Breaking the middle Bollinger Band support will be red flag number 1, and then 40.86 would be red flag number 2. And that would have us looking to backtest the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly down at 38.17. So again, the fact that we did break 43.36 was a good sign, but we only broke it by 5 cents, so that's not entirely convincing, and it could be still construed as a double top if we do pull back from that level. GWPH, very strong follow through. Finally, the biotech sector has shown a ton of strength this past week, and GWPH was a bit of a laggard, but now we are excluding the potential that this is a bear flag, which it was entirely possible, but Friday, no longer the case with that big move to the upside and a close near the high of the day. We are at resistance, the middle Bollinger Band, 118.55. We did close just above it, but the 100-day, 118.94 is right there as well. Next resistance I would be looking up to, we have our high, our lower high, and our third lower high is at 121.44. So I would be looking at 121.44 as the next key level to be watching for GWPH. We did form a nice bullish candlestick on the weekly, and we do have these higher lows, 107, 110, and now 112. And if the bulls in the next few weeks can ride the momentum of the biotech sector and get above 125.45, we're going to be looking really good heading back towards the all-time high. So keep an eye on that biotech sector as a whole. GWPH is on the NASDAQ, so IBB applies more than XBI does, which is the S&P 500. And we'll see how much momentum we can get in that sector. PCLN, bull flag of consolidation after the all-time high. And we saw that upside with market strength on Friday. Not as much upside as I would have anticipated. Usually PCLN is correlated pretty strong to the S&P 500. And although the gains were similar on both PCLN and the S&P 500, just the fact that this chart is so strong, I would have expected the bulls to show up a bit more on Friday. But either way, we broke the inside candlestick to the upside. We've got higher lows the past 3 days. And the resistance we're looking at is up at 1600 in the all-time high of 1605, along with the high of Friday of 1588. So not a ton of resistance up here, and the weekly chart shows that strength, and we are rejecting or pulling back under the upper Bollinger Band again, but the bulls are still very strong, and we are on the verge of an all-time high on both the S&P 500 and on PCLN. NVDA, did another video on NVDA comparing it to the other semiconductors AMD and MU, but we'll cover it again here. We've got the strong pattern breakout Wednesday and Thursday, pulling back Friday. We still got a higher low and a higher high. The upper Bollinger Band is still ascending fairly rapidly, and there's not much resistance at all. 115.90, 117.36, all-time high 119.93. As long as on any consolidation we form a higher low compared to 107.91, the stair-step bull pattern is still intact. The weekly time frame has been holding the 8-period exponential forever, and until we lose that level, the weekly long-term bulls are in full control heading back towards the all-time high. Pretty solid volume the past 3 weeks, certainly very consistent, and looking up as the bulls are in control. TSLA. So this consolidation is normal, healthy, and contained. The key support that I'm watching is 247, and that's because we bounced off of 247.10, 247.70, and 247.71. So 3 tests this week bouncing off that level. The bulls need to see a break of this lower high pattern by breaking 252.18 and then looking up at 255.89. So the fact that the weekly chart is a bearish reversal indecision candlestick, it's an inside candlestick, so we'll be watching the range of the week this coming week. But after this kind of move, consolidation is healthy and normal and to be expected in my opinion. So if we break 247, Tesla's going to be a decent candidate to be looking for some short-term downside. It's just a little bit tricky. I'd be a lot more comfortable with this play bearish if the overall market were not so strong. But with the overall market on the brink of an all-time high, that can help prop Tesla bulls up as well. So the middle Bollinger Band support is catching up, 243.39. That's going to be up in the 244, 245 range to start next week. And we are going to be looking at that level first if we do break 247. So bulls are still holding on. Overall market position certainly helping the Tesla bulls hang on. And we'll see what this indecision candlestick of this past week leads to this coming week, 247 key support. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend.